Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel where we dive into the exciting world of AI tools that make our lives even cooler. Today we're checking out Runway.ml, a super versatile platform packed with AI tools for pretty much anything you can think of related to images. This platform is a game changer, allowing you to transform text into images, create videos from text, switch up images, and even edit video to video. Pretty neat, huh? Let's get started. Runway.ml is accessible for free, but there's an option to upgrade to a paid plan. Going premium means you get more time to play around and create with the tools. Essentially, the plan gives you a certain amount of seconds for video creation or lets you generate a set number of images. The starting price for these extra perks is just $12, which is a steal for the amount of creative time you get. They've recently rolled out an update called Gen 2, boasting improved prompt adherence and better overall results. At least, that's the promise. Signing up is a breeze, and once you're in, you'll find a user-friendly interface. The platform organizes everything into tiles, making it super easy to navigate to whatever tool you need, whether that's converting videos, generating audio, removing video backgrounds, or creating images from text. Plus, there's a great selection of tutorials to help you get the hang of things, and a community section where you can draw inspiration from other users' creations or even remix their work for your own projects. It's all about mixing things up and letting your creativity flow. If you're curious about the rest of the tools, just hit the See All Tools button. Trust me, the range of options is impressive, including the ability to train your own generator. Now let's dive into the text/image to video section and see the magic of turning words into videos. With exciting developments like OpenAI's Sora on the horizon, the buzz around text to video is only going to grow. The interface for creating videos is straightforward. Drag and drop images or videos for reference, type in your text prompt, and adjust the settings to your liking. You can tweak the seed number for consistent results, upscale the video quality on paid plans, choose the aspect ratio, select a style, and even direct the camera movement. There's also a motion brush tool for adding movement to specific parts of your video. The default setting creates 4-second clips, but you can extend this if you dare. Just be warned, longer clips might not always turn out as expected. Let's jump right in and create our first video. We're aiming for a 3D cartoon style wide shot of a little princess wandering through her kingdom streets in the morning light. We choose our style and camera movement, hit save, and press generate. Moments later, we've got our video. At first glance, it looks promising. Now let's hit that play button to see that image come to life. We hit play, and what in the Sam Hill is that? A bit disappointing, but we're not giving up. For our next attempt, we use a previously generated image as a reference, hoping for better results. The initial frame looks good, mirroring the reference image closely. Fingers crossed, we press play. It's not perfect, but it's an improvement, with the camera zooming in and elements beginning to move, though they soon start transforming in unexpected ways. You guys know me. Throwing in the towel just isn't my style, especially when we're on the brink of creating something genuinely spectacular. So how about we switch gears a bit and play to the platform's strengths? It looks like using reference images might be our golden ticket here, so let's lean into that. Picture this. We piece together a story frame by frame using a series of stock photos that weave into a cohesive narrative. Stick around till the end and I'll walk you through the final cut of our mini epic, crafted from the clips we're about to create. Let's dive back into the text/image to video section and start from scratch with our latest adventure. We're kicking things off with our lead character, a female space explorer stranded in her ship, her signals for help lost in the void of space. As her oxygen dwindles, so does her hope, until she faces her final moments. It's a gritty plot, and we're going to bring it to life, Spielberg style, making adjustments along the way to capture the essence of each scene. I'm dialing down the effects a bit to avoid any weird morphing. For the opener, we're going with a vertical pan upwards. I hit generate and wow, just wow. The movement, the flickering lights, it's all coming together beautifully. Everything we make gets saved automatically to the Gen 2 folder in your assets. making it easy to grab all our clips at once or pick them out one by one. With a clean slate, we move on to a close-up shot, tweaking it to a side pan. Curious, I extend the clip to 8 seconds, and the result? Surprisingly smooth with a hint of morphing, but overall a win. Next up, our heroine presses a help me button. A slight adjustment to our prompt, a zoom out effect, bam. We've nailed another scene. It's got a slow-mo vibe that's absolutely captivating. Then a shot where all hope fades as she removes her helmet, awaiting the inevitable. We let the AI choose the camera movement this time, and the outcome perfectly captures her despair. Our final scene will focus on her hand, signaling defeat. We're adding a vertical pan here, and the smoke effect in the background adds an incredible layer of depth. With all our shots wrapped up, we've got everything we need to stitch together a breathtaking trailer for a sci-fi saga. So, shaking things up a bit now, I've got some images I made earlier, and since I'm a huge sci-fi fan, I thought why not create a scene that tips its hat to one of my all-time favorite films. You'll know exactly which movie I'm talking about once you see the image. So, we're going to upload this reference image, set up our prompt, and yes, you're right on the money, we're channeling our inner George Lucas for this one. We'll keep it simple with a horizontal pan for the camera angle and bring our cherished characters to life. Hitting that generate button to kick things off, and voila, we've got our scene exactly as we imagined. But why stop there? Let's dial it up by extending the scene another 4 seconds, hit generate, and hold on to your hats because the outcome is pretty spectacular. Though there's a twist. Somehow, one of our beloved characters spontaneously combusted. Haha. It's a hilarious glitch that sometimes happens when you push a shot beyond its limits. Just goes to show, expect the unexpected in the world of AI-generated content. All right, let's dive into something completely different now. How about we take a plunge under the sea and aim for something you might see in a National Geographic documentary? We started off by uploading this cool shot of a scuba diver swimming alongside some dolphins. Using that image, I crafted our prompt, decided to let the AI surprise us with the camera style, hit the generate button, and boom. We've got ourselves an underwater masterpiece, National Geographic style. There's a bit of odd morphing with the dolphins, and if you look closely, the bottom left corner somehow starts morphing into what looks like a beach shore. Despite these quirks, the overall effect is pretty stunning. Next up, we're going for a close-up of a clownfish nestled in a coral reef. And let me tell you, it's breathtaking. The only hiccup is a bit of blurriness, like the camera's trying to autofocus, causing some strange morphing. But overall, it's spot on and looks amazing. Carry things up a notch and see if we can capture some more dynamic scenes, like people bustling about or cars cruising by. I stumbled upon this lively city street scene at a crosswalk and thought, why not see what Magic Runway can whip up with this? So I uploaded this vibrant shot filled with pedestrians and cars to see if we could inject some life into it. I left the camera work in the AI's capable hands, hit the generate button, and in just a few seconds, wow, we actually got something pretty cool. Sure, there's a bit of morphing here and there, quite noticeable if you really look, but overall it's got that cinematic vibe, as if it's been digitally enhanced to look extra slick. Next, I thought we'd experiment with an aerial view of two people walking beside the curb. But that didn't go as planned. It looked like they were frozen in place, almost as if a typhoon was tearing them apart. Not the dynamic effect we were hoping for. Not giving up, I tried another aerial shot, this time with more cars and people. I opted for a leftward pan for the camera, hit generate, and okay, this is better. It looks like the people are moving, and because the shot is from a higher vantage point, the AI didn't need to focus so much on the details, making the scene more believable. Feeling ambitious, I went for a closer shot of a girl walking down the street amidst a crowd. This time, the challenge was for the AI to correctly show people coming and going. I chose a zoom out effect, aiming to keep the girl as our focal point. Hit generate and it's a miss. The AI confused the directions, making people who should be walking away from the camera come forward, and vice versa. For our last attempt, I chose an image with even more people walking in various directions, hoping for the best. Again, I opted for a zoom out effect. This time, the results were surprisingly not terrible. Sure, some folks were walking backward and a few lost their heads, which gave me a chuckle. But overall, it wasn't as bizarre as it could have been. Let's explore another cool feature of Runway, the text-to-image tool. Once we navigate to it from our dashboard, we're welcomed by a showcase of what the community has been creating alongside the straightforward tools at our disposal. There's a panel on the right where we can easily tweak settings like the aspect ratio, the image's resolution, choose from a variety of artistic styles, decide on the number of images to generate, and of course, where we enter our prompt. Remember that prompt we used for our very first video? Let's repurpose it and see how it does in creating an image. We input our prompt, hit the generate button, and in no time we've got 4 impressive images. It was incredibly quick. I decided to play around with the styles, opting for a 3D cartoon vibe, and regenerate with the same prompt. The results? Absolutely stunning. The style choice alone made a huge difference. I picked the best one out of the 4 and downloaded it, thinking it might be fun to turn this image into a video for our next attempt. Using the same prompt, I pressed generate and, the initial frame had promise, but pressing play unveils a horror show. Looks like our princess's story might be a bit too grim for my liking. Not one to dwell on the spooky, I move on to another feature, the background removal tool. Loading up our latest creation, the interface guides us with tips on the right. I start clicking on the image to mark key points around the subjects I want to keep, which helps outline them. You can add as many points as necessary until the subjects are highlighted in green. Satisfied with my selections, I hit the Done Masking button at the top right, and just like magic, the background vanishes, leaving our characters ready to be placed against a new backdrop. Last up, let's try the image-to-image feature, which is pretty slick. Say you've got a picture, maybe one you're fond of, or just curious to see in a new light. This feature lets you take that picture and reimagine it in a completely different style. For our little experiment, we're going to take that quirky princess and frog image and give it a total makeover. The interface couldn't be more user-friendly. It's a straightforward drag and drop situation, or you can pick an image straight from your library. Once your chosen image is uploaded, you're greeted with familiar options similar to the text-to-image feature. You craft your prompt, aiming to inject a new vibe into the original image, and then pick a style from the drop-down menu. This time around, we're going for a thriller style. Hit the generate button, and voila! The transformation is nothing short of astonishing. We're looking at the same scene. Our princess and frog haven't moved an inch, but the atmosphere of the picture has shifted dramatically. The style change breathes new life into the composition, turning it into something you'd swear was straight out of a different universe. Zooming in on our newly styled images, it's hard not to be impressed by the finesse of the transformation. It proves you can take any image, no matter how whimsical or mundane, and flip it on its head, keeping the core elements intact while completely revamping its style. It's like having the power to see the world through a whole new lens without losing sight of what made the original special. Honestly, how cool is that? Let's dive into a fascinating experiment I've been cooking up. Recently, I've been exploring the capabilities of Midjourney to generate images that push the boundaries of creativity and perhaps controversy. Picture this, a world where artificial intelligence doesn't just mimic human behavior, but becomes self-aware, possessing its own consciousness. What if these digital minds decided they were better suited to run the planet? This thought experiment has led me to craft a series of images that might just be the storyboard for our next big sci-fi blockbuster, or, in a twist of fate, a peek into a possible future. The images I've created are nothing short of cinematic gold, depicting scenes of AI robots launching attacks across various global landmarks, unleashing chaos and destruction. But humanity isn't going down without a fight. My collection also showcases humans in their valiant effort to counterattack these metallic invaders. Each image is a freeze frame of adrenaline-pumping action, the kind you'd expect to see in a film that leaves audiences on the edge of their seats, much like the explosive spectacles synonymous with Michael Bay. Think slow-motion explosions, dramatic confrontations, and that unmistakable cinematic flair that turns a movie into an experience. Now imagine bringing these static images to life, crafting a narrative so compelling it blurs the lines between fiction and a potential reality. That's exactly what I aim to do. I'll be uploading these images one by one into a platform that's going to help me animate these scenes. With each upload, I'll tweak the prompt slightly, ensuring that every shot captures the essence of the story I'm aiming to tell. A tale of conflict, survival, and the indomitable human spirit. As I meticulously select and adjust the settings for each image, I'm thinking about the storyline, character arcs, and how each scene contributes to the overarching narrative. The goal is to create a series of shots that, when combined, will culminate in what could very well be the greatest film trailer ever conceived in the realm of AI-generated content. This trailer won't just showcase the clash between humans and robots. It will delve into the emotional depth of its characters, explore the philosophical questions surrounding AI consciousness, and leave viewers pondering the delicate balance between technological advancement and ethical responsibility. Each scene will be carefully crafted to evoke emotions, build tension, and ultimately contribute to a narrative that's both thrilling and thought-provoking. From the eerie silence before a battle to the cacophony of an all-out war, from the desperate strategies of human resistance leaders to the cold, calculating moves of the AI entities, every element will be designed to make this not just a visual spectacle, but a story that resonates with viewers on multiple levels. As the project progresses, I find myself not just as a creator, but as a storyteller, weaving together a tale that might one day serve as a cautionary tale or perhaps an inspirational saga of human resilience. The process is both exhilarating and daunting, knowing that these images and scenes could ignite the imagination of viewers, spark debates, and maybe even influence how we view our relationship with technology.
In the end, this experiment is more than just an attempt to create a compelling piece of sci-fi entertainment. It's an exploration of the possibilities that lie at the intersection of creativity, technology, and humanity's future. As I piece together the final shots and watch the trailer take shape, I can't help but feel a sense of anticipation and wonder about the impact this work could have. Could this be the start of a new genre of storytelling? Only time will tell, but one thing is for certain: the journey from conception to creation has been an adventure in itself, challenging perceptions and pushing the limits of what's possible with AI-generated art. I hope you liked this video, and if you did, I hope you will consider hitting the like button and the subscribe button as well. It really helps a small channel like mine. In the meanwhile, let's go make bazillions.